Welcome back. Everyone needs an Aquarius. We are back. Dom, it's been a good week. It's been a good week. Let's start it off real simple. People have been asking. You are the our Chris Brown apologist on this show.
Wow. 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 That's a lot to say. Wow.
I've never
Uh
bought a Chris Brown album in my life. This is similar to our Jodeci debate thing situation.
that's fair. Fine. Whatever. But you're also not his target audience. So by the
We
time
damn near the same age. I'm not his target audience.
Chris Brown is 35 or 30, 35 or 36. Yes. So you
God, he was
again,
damn near 40.
no, nigga, what? No. Chris Brown is like 30. He just turned 36,
He's
if I'm not
35.
mistaken.
He just turned
He
35.
just
You
turned
are correct.
35. Okay, cool. So y'all, what y'all not gonna do is this. Not y'all like I appreciate y'all listening to me and letting me to have allowing me to have a voice, sharing my thoughts and opinions, sometimes facts, a lot of times facts, right? I'm gonna say this. I am not 110% convinced that the events happen the way that they are saying that they happen. Are
Okay,
y'all
but for
hearing
people
that?
that may not know, hold on, let's
Yes.
let's set the table for everybody. People may not know. Chris Brown has been accused of jumping some individuals in Fort Worth, Texas. Four individuals have put four different lawsuits on him, and also brought Yella Beezy in on this as well because I guess he was at the show. Um, and they have put these charges on him, not charges, lawsuits on him. Supposedly security, one security from the venues also put charges on Chris Brown as well. Now you can continue.
Okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, you sound perfect.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I had messed with the mic thing because my it felt like I could hear my mic like a feedback on my side, but you couldn't hear it. But anyway, um the reason why I feel like this is low key set up is just because y'all ain't go to the cops. Y'all went immediately, like literally the at 8 a.m. the next day, there is a lawsuit, and there's an attorney calling Chris Brown a hoodlum. He has a history of violence. Yes, he does. But it just seems really planned out, right? So here's the thing. And this is gonna be I'm going to talk to Chris in a second. Somebody that Chris Brown was beefing with at one point, you buy the meet and greet. We all know that's $1,000. So you going to dap Chris up or whatever. I don't think this happened at a club. This happened apparently at the
It's at
show.
the venue. It's at the venue. Yeah.
Yeah. So you dapping niggas up, and then somebody said allegedly says that, oh Chris, that's so and so, the person that you know like you had beef with, and then Chris Brown allegedly says, oh yeah, what's up, nigga? I don't forget shit, and then summons his goons to beat him up. This guy or these guys.
Well, what do
That
we? I mean, what's going on?
that's strange. And so if this the events occurred the way that these guys, the victims are saying that it occurred, y'all low key set him up. Y'all said y'all because y'all knew somebody would say something. Cause like also like if it was somebody that I was beefing with, why am I paying $1,000 to do a meet and greet with you? But also I need Chris Brown to think before he speaks and reacts, right? Because if that's the case, you really could have been like, oh, yeah, all right, cool. And then just escorted them out. Like, had somebody escort them out, and that just be that. Like, and you were like, hey, I got $1,000 out these corny ass niggas that paid to say I had a great show and dap me up. Like, I don't fuck with you, but I got your money. and that just be
Like,
that.
why do you have to take it there? You saying like, why does it have to go to
Why
fisticuffs?
if the violence happened, why is this even a thing? Also, it's giving energy like the game. The game is a very
Mm,
active person, and you're always fighting, and you're like 50 years old. Chris Brown is too old to be behaving like this. That is why you have security. That is why you pay people to handle your lightweight for you, to escort people out. And you have to start handling your business differently. You don't want
I
to be
agree.
associated or affiliated with your past transgressions. And this would have been the perfect opportunity for you to be like, okay, I've gone to therapy, I've done the work. Y'all are weird and y'all need to leave. Like, please, just security. These niggas, they can't be back here. And I hope whatever y'all beefing over, I hope it don't have nothing. It probably don't have nothing to do with nothing.
Just some nigga shit in the night. On the night.
That is just really what it is. And so I challenge you, Chris Brown, to do better. I'm able to hold people accountable, though I don't know Chris Brown. But for me, it's like, okay, be the change that you want to see. You talk about like all these highs and lows, the things that you've experienced emotionally. Like, think about now a lot of the stuff that's happened between for Chris Brown like has gotten thrown out. You probably pay a gajillion dollars in child support because you don't seem to want to put a condom on. You got 3 different baby mamas. Um,
Mm.
and you've been jailed before for violating your parole. Though sidebar, when he came out of jail, when he was sick and looking like Sinbad, he looked real good. Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
I mean, look like Sinbad.
He was thick like Sinbad when he got out of there. But anyway, you know what I mean? So I think that whatever it is that is troubling him, and why, I don't know why niggas are so obsessed with the street. I don't know. And it just baffles me growing up in the hood, and I can give a lot of credit to my upbringing and my village for sure. But this weird fascination that niggas got with the street is fucking wild. At some point, you gotta outgrow that shit, because it's not, you're gonna end up dead or in jail. And you already been to jail, Chris.
Yeah,
If,
I just don't
but
understand what Chris like.
listen, and I'm not, and the Real Housewives know this line. It was a scheme set up by Todd
By
to get
Todd,
them
shout
guys
out to
up in there
Todd,
to
man.
get
I
his
like him.
money. It was the easiest. I mean, for me to pay $1,000 and I could potentially get in this fight that I could probably recoup hundreds of thousands of dollars. They not getting no millions. He'll at some point, they'll Shapiro will have him settle or say, "Hey, listen, nigga, like, we not about to take this into court. Just settle this shit and move on." He'll settle for an undisclosed amount.
We're just gonna keep it
Keep it
pushing.
moving.
But he's gotta do something. This is it.
He gotta
He
stop being a nigga. It is time for, we already said that, and this not nobody else's responsibility to help him grow and to save him. It's not. We already talked about the Bobby Brown thing before, somebody intervening and stepping in and having a conversation with him. Chris Brown has to want to save himself.
mm,
Not his kids, him saying, "Oh, my kids saved me. They're the reason why I'm alive, that I didn't kill myself," blah, 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 blah. That's too much. You're putting a lot of responsibility on your children. You have to want that for your fucking self.
you're right. You're right, because he can't just be living like that. He can't be
You can't
just
do that.
he
You need to
can't
give
he's gotta figure out a different way. At this
Yeah,
point, you almost 40 years old, and you still out
nigga.
here doing. You already pledged grad school blood. Like, can we like do something else with it now?
Yeah. It's really is you have to grow up and just be like, all right, niggas, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done. If y'all want to be on payroll and be around, y'all listen, I can create a job for you. If you're not interested in working, you gotta go. It ain't no hard feelings. But I got kids. I want to get married. I want to have a family, and I can't live my life like this. You've been in the industry since you've been like 15 or 16 years old. And
Aren't you
actually,
tired of that bullshit?
aren't you tired? You've been acting a fool for damn near 20 years. And granted, we have periods where we don't ever hear, like it'll be a year or two where you don't hear nothing about Chris Brown.
Right.
And then it'll be something outlandish, and then they can't prove it but you do things that make yourself an easy target. You gotta stop. You gotta stop, son. And then
Yeah.
it's like this nigga don't have a daddy. This nigga got a daddy.
He does?
Yeah, he got a daddy. He know his daddy.
Oh shit! Did not know that.
Yeah. Like at some point, you just people are so used to having yes people around them, and people being able to profit and benefit off of your shit. It's just it gets old. You're not tired. We're tired.
And he's not tired. Like what was the song? What is it by the one dude that's crazy? I don't get tired. Who was that by? Um, damn, I don't know. Listeners like, oh, it's such the dude that just got out of jail or whatever, got in trouble because he kicked that girl off the stage or whatever. Oh, he wore the little feathers in his hair now.
Who?
You know what I'm talking about?
Nah, you said.
The
Oh,
rapper he be.
Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates, weird ass.
Yes, there we go. Yes. Yeah, that's how you know I'm getting old. I'm up here like, the little dude wearing feathers in his hair. But
Oh,
Chris,
that's
we gotta
it.
you gotta
All
get
you
better,
had to
man.
say, was the guy who was saying he like used to date his cousin or something. Like he found out
Oh,
like that
I
girl,
forgot all about that. So you just said I knew about that, but I didn't. I kind of flushed that out of my brain that was even
or
really
how he
possible.
said he started his car, jumped his car battery using his tongue.
Yeah, like he's got energy like that. Like no,
Yeah. Listen, I like that two phone song though. I got two phones.
yeah. Kevin Gates is Kevin Gates. Hey, it is what it is. Chris Brown, get better, man. We got to do better, man. Um, next up, I'm pretty depressed, Dom. Like for real. Southwest has decided to change their seating policy, but they're doing red eyes now too. So that's their trade off, I'm assuming. But now you got to have assigned seats. What was the point of me getting a program on my damn credit card?
I'm Doja. They sleep. Yeah, we part of Just Posted Podcast, man. The best show on this network. Come on, check, though.
Seriously, man, just posted. It's just me and Doja sitting back talking about what the fuck going on in the world and the streets.
Man. We said labor of love. He said labor of love. I ain't say that shit. Shout out to you know what I'm saying, everybody coming to watch though, man. We really appreciate y'all. Holla at y'all later.
Hey man, this nigga just tall for no reason.
gone.
And he
Peace.
do regular jobs. Don't forget that.
Now I got to go back with the savages in regular class.
Well, I mean,
First class was getting on there early. That was first class to me. Being A3 on the board, and that was me.
listen,
Now I don't even mean that no more. Now I got to pay for upgrades. Now
I'd
I
be
worked hard
interested
to
to.
get up to that status on Southwest.
You say what?
I work hard to get up to that status on Southwest where I get
Well,
through 8 through 10.
I'd be interested in like, okay, capitalism. capitalism,
Yep.
and
100%.
capitalism
Yep.
is what this entails, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna be honest. The one thing I hate about Southwest is the seating thing. I hate the whole lineup thing, and it is like I'm not giving y'all an extra $14.50 to get in the A group when I literally am on my phone 5 minutes before my check-in time, and somehow I still end up in C or B. I should be able to be in A. So my frustration is just like I'm cool with that, but then I feel like there will be like y'all about to start doing weird shit, and y'all think y'all about to start tax. And I'm gonna say this: I haven't flown Southwest, and I've been bouncing around. I haven't flown Southwest all year because
Oh,
every
wow.
other
Okay.
airline that I have flown with this year has been significantly cheaper. Like going to ATL, my flight to ATL was like $200 round trip. They were not offering me that on Southwest. I always check Southwest first. And I have not been successful in booking a price that matched my pockets, or that I just, even if my pockets matched, I felt like was absurd to not to be Southwest, just to be honest. And
Really?
I see, I get, I don't like, I just, but I don't understand why. Like as much as I hate the how it's set up, I also don't see the benefit of it, because now y'all about to, well, I do, because now y'all about to be like, oh, you want a window seat? You're gonna be guaranteed that seat. We're gonna charge you $45 for that seat additional. And that's all y'all doing is a money grab. Y'all and y'all the only airline that even worked when all of this shit went down. This shit is still a mess. So
I
why
know.
why y'all pushing that y'all bullshit back on us? How much does the fucking CEO of Southwest make? What is his
That's what
salary?
I'm saying. You getting my point.
So I
Getting my
do think
point,
it's messed
man.
up that they're gonna do that. And yeah,
Telling
like
you.
it hasn't benefited me in a while, because even they promotions where it's like, oh, want to get away for $39. Where am I going from LA for $39? Y'all still charging me 45
Hold
or
on.
75 to
Did you
Vegas.
ever look up and see? Because it says from like 39. Was it ever a real flight somewhere for you?
What the fuck I'm gonna do in Fresno?
Oh, that was the flight. When they say it's from $39 from your area,
There ain't nothing in
it
the
was
Bay.
Fresno.
They like they're not asking me to go to the Bay. Y'all not asking me to go to St. Louis. Hell, Kansas City. I would go to Kansas City for a weekend. I got family there.
But they ain't do that. They ain't do none of that.
Yeah, the cheapest flight I have experienced on Southwest. Actually, I've had points before, so I just paid the taxes, which was like $5. But yeah, it just sucks how inflation and capitalism are just really shitty, terrible people, and just the time that we live in, because it's like just hitting everybody. And
Yeah,
I'm sorry that this is happening to you. And
yeah. I mean, man, like I used to be able to hop on a little Southwest joint. I go right past all y'all peons and everything, go right up to my A status that I worked on, consistently over the years. Um, it
did
was
you just
just
call me basic? As if as if a fucking plane, commercial flight is not a bus in the sky?
no, I call that. I call that that's the Greyhound, the bus in the sky. That's what I loved about it. It was like I was at the beginning of the bus in the sky, the big bus in the sky, the magic school bus. It's all
Listen,
that.
it is the same across every airline. And every time I go to the airport, I'm just like, oh my God, I can't wait to fly private. Like this
See,
is
I be
so
I be on my clear though too. I be walking right past all the peons
I
with
got
my
yeah,
little
I got
clear.
pre-check.
Yeah,
Hey
I'm
man,
right on through.
you
Boom,
gotta
boom.
stop fucking with that clear. Get pre-check. It's good. It's $80 for like 5 years. Clear's like a
But clear
hundred and
get me in
something
the
dollars a
sporting
year.
events too.
Huh?
Clear get
You
me in
just
the
need the
sporting
app
event.
for that.
Huh?
You just need the app for that. I just told you the cheat code.
What do you mean you just need an app for that?
You just
So
need the app.
you just act like you just have the app and just
You
show
have an
them
app.
that?
Just download the app. Create an account.
Oh.
Download the app.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm about to look at the TSA pre. I mean, I've been hearing people talk about it a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
I got pre-check because Clear is not everywhere.
no,
But
it's not.
that pre-check is, but I'm about to make an appointment for global entry.
Yeah, that's what I need is global entry.
But here's the thing.
Uh,
I'll give you another cheat code offline.
okay.
Because you just need, it's another app that you need that pretty much every airport got. And then people don't know that it's free. It's not like a subscription service or anything. When I came back from Tulum, when we landed in Dallas, it was what line? What line, sis? What line, bro? Walk right through. Check my shit.
Oh. Oh. Talking about lean back?
No. Was that a song?
You know. Yeah, by
Oh no, I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, we walk around the middle of the Texas, you know, Remy Ma, like we just walk around the middle of the Texas.
Yeah. I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just saying that to you to just say it.
Oh,
yeah, no.
I thought I was supposed to be figuring out what song you was talking about.
No, I was Hell no. Like I just was saying it to say it.
Yeah, South was wrong, man. And before we go on to our next topic, man, we're just getting serious. Man, hey, y'all taking the doggone Brittany Griner thing way too serious, man. Y'all was up her. She don't pay no child support. She ain't no dude. I was like, she is paying child support. I was like, y'all need to buy once again, we need to embrace her and get this moving forward. Embrace her and bring her into the fold. But y'all want to be all extra and xenophobic and shit about it. And y'all won't bring in that sister though. I don't know. I'm assuming she considers herself about non-binary. I'm assuming.
Y'all act like she okay. So if she identifies as him.
And someone was like, "Oh, why she ain't playing in the the NBA then?" And she identifies as he.
She still got a cootie cat.
Yeah, she ain't got that out yet. She ain't fully transitioned. And she get dog walked too in the NBA too. Let's keep it 100.
She would get dog walked?
What are you talking about? Man, so
that was a question mark.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna give you a crazy story. So one of my former coworkers, he went to University of Tennessee. When Tamika Catchings was there, Shamika Holsclaw, all of them, like right before the slumlord's wife came in. I call Sheldon Williams the slumlord. Candace Parker's ex-husband. I call him the slumlord. Sheldon Williams. Candace Parker, light-skinned basketball player, used to play for the Chicago Sky.
Yeah. I know her.
Yeah. Well, her ex-husband was Sheldon Williams, who played for the Atlanta Hawks. I call him the slumlord because he was the number 6 pick in the draft and just took up space like a slumlord all up in the paint and just took up space and was getting paid for doing nothing. The slumlord. But he said Tamika Catchings all them was there. And he said that the coach, Pat Summitt, legendary coach Pat Summitt, would get regular guys that were good at basketball to be able to play against the girls to be able to keep their game up. He said real talk, we was dog walking up by 20 points and we wasn't nowhere close to making the men's team. So much Tamika Catchings slapped one of his teammates, like little intramural teammate, and tried to choke him because he was dog walking her that bad. So yeah.
Hey, but you have to also think like how just the parameters that are set for the women, like women's basketball, are just different, even down to the ball.
And the athleticism at a different level. It's just it is what it is.
Do I think it's women in the league that probably could? I think Brittany Griner probably could,
No,
Sidebar. Okay.
she could not make. She could not make an NBA roster.
Listen.
If she could, she
Brittany
would. She make more
Griner,
money doing that.
Brittany Griner and Ben Simmons are like long lost like cousins.
Hold on, let me see something.
It's something about Ben Simmons that always reminded me of Brittany. And their eyes don't sit the same, but maybe it's just because they're yellow. Tall and yellow.
Somebody did a comparison online of them.
Already? Oh, that's wild. That's
on TikTok.
wild.
Hold on, let me pull this up.
Because I was like,
keep talking as I download
this. It's just like how Drea looks like the one cat that go out with Winnie Harlow. He has very eccentric style too. What's that nigga light skin? What's that light skin cat name? I can see his name right here. Hold on. Let me go to Winnie Harlow page. His name is gonna be right there.
Oh, that was a search. Hold on.
Yeah, Kyle Kuzma. Like Kyle Kuzma and Ray and Michelle look the same. Like they look like siblings, both like birds.
Oh, I ain't even thought about how Kuzma looked like her.
Yeah.
Hold on, as we flowing. Hold on, I'm gonna pull this up here now. Somebody claim I've not now. This is all live, y'all. I don't even know what this person said. I just saw the subtitling saying that they are both struggle children. That Brittany Griner and Ben Simmons are struggle children.
Hello, y'all. It's just Frank. Got word that the Twins will be playing a one-on-one style game at the All-Star Weekend. Word is, loser will get sent to Russia. To be honest, I think Brittany got the advantage over her twin brother. He definitely got more heart than Ben. And why Ben be looking so scary out there? Did he come to play, or did he come to watch other people play? Oh wait, he about to shoot it, y'all? This nigga, man. Yeah, man. I think Brittany definitely got this one.
Like, look at this. Like, they like. I'm not gonna say they could be siblings, but cousins for sure.
Yeah.
Like, but now looking at how they smile, I don't know. They smile. That's
he grew up in Australia though. His daddy from the States.
I know.
But his daddy from the States though.
Hey, all I know is that I was like, oh, they favor a little bit. And Kyle Kuzma and Dre and Michelle look just alike.
They do.
They do.
All right, let's get a little serious. We're gonna get back into we're gonna update everybody. Last week, we discussed a little bit of the senseless murder of Sonya Massey by Mr. Sean Grayson. I don't even call him Mr. Fuck him. This Sean Grayson. And we have some updates, and I want to talk about we're gonna talk about some other stuff if this doesn't bring it up as well. Of what I thought the updates was going to be.
12 this morning, we are still learning more about the sheriff's deputy who's now being charged in a deadly shooting.
Yeah, Sean Grayson is charged in the murder of shooting and killing Illinois mother Sonya Massey. Massey called 911 early this month to report a possible prowler at her home. Body camera video shows Grayson responding, then shooting Massey. Grayson has since been fired, and reports show Grayson has had 6 different law enforcement jobs since 2020. Records from his time at the Logan County Sheriff's Office include recordings of supervisors reprimanding him for misconduct.
The sheriff and I will not tolerate lying and deception. And I have told you that I have zero tolerance for stretching the law, because when you have officers that stretch the law, they will get caught, they will get prosecuted.
Records also show a woman who filed a complaint claiming Grayson tried to watch her as she was strip searched, but paperwork shows he left the Logan County Sheriff's Office in, quote, good standing. He was then hired by the Sangamon County Sheriff's Office, where he worked during Massey's shooting just days later.
All right, Dom. I want to add a little bit more context in this as well. So recently as well, the grandmother-in-law of Sean Grayson, the woman he was going to marry, wrote a letter to the editor upset about people being upset about this. I'm gonna read it for everybody here. Then I'm gonna throw it to you, Don. First, to the protesters, why are you protesting? Sean is in jail. Charges are filed, trial date to be set, and punishment to be applied. Sean is not going anywhere, so please knock off wearing out your sweat glands. So please take your signs and go home and just be humans, not the amusement or disgust to the public. Point number 2. Does anyone care about Sean's family or what horrifying reality they're dealing with? What about his fiance? He was to marry in October. She's an innocent young woman who was unfairly being persecuted. Does anyone care about the destruction of her life? She is left to deal with an emotional death. Sean's future in-law families, and to be father-in-law who is close to Sean as a father can be. A future mother-in-law, sister-in-law, and brother-in-law who's Sean's friend. Future grandparents who love Sean dearly and still do. Shock, disbelief, and reality, but an undying support for Sean. The past cannot be relived. The future is unknown. We all have each day to pray without ceasing. The Sean everyone desires to hate and persecute is not the Sean we have all known and loved. We will always support Sean. Judge not, lest ye be judged. No man, woman is without sin. There is a final judgment for all. Proud grandmother to be of Sean Grayson. Did you like my theatrics with it as we went along with it? Because I was in my mind.
The letter was already terrible, and you try to jazz it up. Okay, ma'am. Okay, here's the thing. I was reading reports that they were also saying that I guess that Sonya had called the cops earlier that day and that he had already been to her house. So I don't know if that's conflicting or not, but I was seeing stuff like that, as like that he had already been to the residence earlier she had called. But whatever.
Right now.
Ma'am, your soon-to-be son-in-law has been worked at 6 different precincts.
And another caveat, her son is the one that got him the job for this last one. The woman in the letter I just read. Just to add that in there.
You're saying, who are we to judge? Girl. We're not judging. These are the facts. His track record is not great. We just heard him being reprimanded by the sheriff. Like, come on. What do you mean who are we to judge? Bitch, there are facts here. It is written. You want to talk about the Lord? You want to talk about things being written in red? Well, there's right there. The writing is on the wall. It's written in red.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a problem when you are not working somewhere, especially a job that is to preserve and protect. And to I can't talk, but y'all know what the hell I'm saying. Serve and protect. It's like the spirit of Tahir creeped up on me. I got tongue tied.
The spirit of Tahir. Shout to Tahir.
But girl, what are you saying? You want to know what the rest of us are doing? Going home and sleeping next to our partners at night, because we came home and made wise decisions that afforded us the opportunity to go home. I told y'all last week what I thought. When she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, whatever demon spirit that boy had upon him and in him lashed out. And then for you,
Brenda Butterfield is her name. I wanted her name to be out there as well. Brenda Butterfield. Keep going.
And to just shoot somebody, and you knew that girl wasn't gonna throw no water on you, and she ducked. She was like, I'm sorry. You told me to go turn this water off.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no excuse for his behavior. You acting irrationally. Then you have the other cop wanting to intervene in the situation, and you telling somebody to stand the fuck down. He's like, she already did. What we gonna do? He was like, we could try to stop the bleeding. We could call somebody. Let's get this taken care of. Because somebody tried to cast a demon out of you does not mean that they deserve to die.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, he has to take that up with the Lord. I don't have to take that up with the Lord because that's on him. And you say, listen, ma'am, save the shit. He's a terrible person. He's a terrible human being. He had a complaint filed against him. Just let it go. Yes, you could feel a type of way. You could feel sorry for your grandchild. I'm not saying not to do that because her life has been turned upside down. I'm not gonna take that away from her at all and what she's feeling because her feelings are valid. But bitch, he didn't have to shoot nobody.
He brought this upon her. And I want to ask why your dumbass granddaughter was with this fool.
It's Springfield.
And your son got him his job.
It just doesn't. It is what you're talking about is irrelevant to the situation at hand. Yeah, I mean, he's going to jail because nothing in that video. I watched the video. You probably watched the video. A lot of people did. That woman's that pot of water that she had, she turned it off. It wasn't nothing in her. She moved it to another eye, if I'm not mistaken. It was not set. You know, I could maybe even it's water. It's water. And yes, you can experience third-degree burns or second-degree. I know that. But there was nothing in her body language, in her movement, that was about to flick that water at y'all, and you know that. You incited a riot.
So
You started it.
This whole thing is so weird because
it's all weird.
Because then, like later on, like there's more video after he was like, "Yeah, that dumb bitch" or something like that. Like that dumb bitch crazy or something like that. He was saying, and I'm like, yo, was he just off his rocker to think that this was gonna ride? Like this was
mentally well. And bitch, you got on a mother
a body cam.
But see, here's the thing. There's a certain level of delusion that comes with the white privilege. Let's just be clear.
And a cop privilege on top of that.
That too. So you're moving into the sense of how we've seen so many different things happen over time. And, you know, like you might get this lesser charge, or we're seeing things where people got off. See, the Mike Brown thing, it was hard. The Trayvon thing was hard because Trayvon really wasn't hard. It was just like, it's fucking Florida. Because you on the phone and the lady, the operator is telling you, hey man, like leave the kid alone, stand back, and you shoot somebody. But Mike Brown, there's no footage. And so you're operating through this space of your name is, what's that bitch name? Derek Chauvin, or am I confused?
Brenda Butterfield. Brenda Butterfield.
No. Who was the cop? What's the bitch bitch Yankee that killed Mike Brown? Not Derek Chauvin. Derek Chauvin is the other cop that was Alton Sterling.
That killed Mike Brown, right?
No, Derek. Yeah, wait.
So Mike Brown's killer was Darren Wilson.
Darren Wilson. I knew it was a D. Derek Chauvin is the one that was up there. Put the I can't breathe.
Yes, that Derek Chauvin is the one for
that one.
Brother
who put his knee on his neck.
George Floyd.
Yes, George Floyd. So it's just like it makes no sense. And so you're moving through this place of like you and I'm done. I'm just. And you want us to feel?
I'm looking at a thing here. They said he got fired from his last job for lying and deception. He would lie on his reports. It said the sheriff and I will not tolerate lying or deception. I have zero tolerance for stretching the law, because when you have officers stretch the law, they will get caught, they will get prosecuted, and they will handcuff the rest of law enforcement. Supervisor told Grayson they got this on recorded on tape. Him talking, his supervisor talking and saying that. Huh?
That's the one that was just played. But here's the thing. Yeah. It's like that there is, and I'm not saying that cop is a good cop, but that cop is following the protocol, what the expectations are, what the standard is supposed to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we see how when people go to jail and all this stuff, and they be scared to have to go into general pop because they know that they have wronged a lot of people. And that their lives are over. And then also it's just like it puts so much at risk, not just for the person, it's like your family. Like it's a trickle down effect.
And it's a tricky thing, man, because hold on, I'm finna try to play this for y'all. Hold on. I'm wondering what is the deal here, because I want y'all to hear this. I'm interested in hearing this audio because they have the audio of his former supervisor actually talking to him about all of this. So I'm interested to see what this says here. Hold on. Come on, y'all. All right, it's not coming up because it's on the ABC website.
You just played it. You played the audio. It was in that clip.
It was audio of him. It's audio of him being chastised by his former boss.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that was in that clip that just played.
Oh,
it was there because he was like, "There's zero tolerance for this." Blah 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 blah. Okay. Yeah, so it was there. I was like, "What are you talking about? We played it."
Yeah, I'm tripping. You on it? All right.
You need a nap, friend?
Yeah, of course I do. I'm old. I need a nap all the time, man. All right, let's go with it's the Olympics, y'all. The U.S. basketball team is out there doing their thing, beating teams by 26 points like they should be, and that's until this French team gets older. At least we'll say that. Or this Canadian team gets older. We'll say that. But a little kerfuffle, not kerfuffle, because that's not it. A little upsetness from our own Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
That he did not get in the game.
Jason Tatum didn't play, and the other light-skinned cat that played.
And my school, Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah,
but he just happy to be there. He does kicking it. Tyrese Halliburton taking none of this shit personal. He just glad he on the team.
Listen,
shout out to one of my homeboys,
James and KD. Okay, like let's talk about how we needed to be in season. You know what I mean? I get it, what people are saying. Like my homegirl was like, "KD need to play for the Sun." I was like, "Watch your man, watch your mouth," because he was getting his spots. You know, LeBron James was getting his spots. They was in the zone. They was locked in. And
there's 5 dudes that play the same position as him that's fucking on the team. That play this, and I'm not saying Jason shouldn't be. Jason feels as though because like, dude, I just got a ring. How am I not playing?
That is what the expression showed and reflected for sure.
Because Tyrese Halliburton ain't even worried. This is what it is, Don. They both in the booth at the club. and they ain't passed Jason Tatum the Cristal, and they even passed him the bottle of Belvedere. And Tyrese Halliburton just happy to be up in the booth. He like, whatever y'all passing me in the back of this booth, I'm cool with it. I'm happy to be. I'm getting on women too. I'm kicking it too. They still shouting us out in the club thing. Jason Tatum mad because he ain't getting the Cristal first.
Yo, what's crazy? What's crazy is it's like I love the game came on mad earlier. It was like 8:00. I loved it as a collective, like being on Twitter, everybody being up early on a Sunday, tweeting, interacting, texting about this game was like iconic. It was such an iconic moment. And I'm like, listen, it was no drama, no bullshit in the Twitterverse that day. It was a really good time. You know what I mean? Like, and and all of us were tweeting the same thing. Hey, is Jason Tatum injured? Because we're all wondering what the fuck is going on. Like, we ain't heard nothing about Jason being injured. Like, why isn't he in the game? And then you have Steve Kerr come out and say, oh, I did that intentionally. I told him that he wasn't going to play. He was okay with it. Was he? Was he? Because his face said otherwise. It was definitely giving bitch face. No, and I'm not calling him a bitch, but you know what I mean. You know how you be like,
yeah, no, he had that face of like.
Somebody be like, "Oh, you good?" I was like, "Oh, I'm on bitch," and it's like, you know what I mean. They be like, "Huh?" I'm on bitch. Like, give me a second. And then I thought,
give me a couple of minutes.
Huh?
Give me a couple of minutes.
Yeah, give me a couple minutes. So finding that out and seeing, because at first it was like they were neck and neck, and then as it got closer to the half, USA kind of was like leading a lot, but yeah, it was like in his logic, or it's like Steve Kerr's like reasoning behind it wasn't valid, because like didn't he say something like, oh, I wanted to run certain plays that just wasn't like where, like, and he didn't really like fit in, like, but pretty much I got him next game. But why somebody
like don't worry.
Yeah.
Hey, and look, low key, think about if I know before they were talking about, someone was saying that's the reason they didn't want Caitlin Clark playing in this Olympics, because she wasn't going to play, and people was going to think about how many people was going to be pissed off if Caitlin Clark went over to the Olympics and did not play because all them other girls ahead of her.
Yeah.
It would have been, you didn't want them problems.
Listen, she got problems on the state side that she got me to handle first. Okay, right. like pull your weight. So I let them girls bully you on the floor, like knocking her over. I'm like, damn, girl.
Yeah, but she's been balling lately, though. Don't get it twisted. Caitlin's been balling.
She's been holding it. I think she had to get her footing. But yeah,
she's been balling, Dom. She's been balling.
I didn't take that from her. What I said was she found her footing, even that, like, regarding navigating that space. That's okay. What I would say.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, because those girls don't, I mean.
You cranky today.
No, I'm cranky. Oh. I'm not on bitch. Okay, I'm not on bitch.
Why did I teach you that? You listen.
It's on now. I wish there was like another part of YouTube that I could put the title is "I'm not on bitch."
Just listen. Just cut it up. And you can do it. You just have to use the.
Oh, no, I want it to be the title of the show. I want it to be the title of the episode. I'm not on bitch. Maybe I'll put the asterisk in there.
You could, but just use the asterisk or the asterisk. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think I might do that. I'm not on bitch. Okay, I'm not on bitch.
Listen, you saw what I titled last week's episode when I did it, uploaded it to mine.
Not on bitch.
I'm not on bitch.
All right, this one is.
So So the commentary surrounding it, Jason Tatum not playing, and when Steve Kerr said what he said, somebody said, I see why Michael Jordan punched him.
Oh.
That'd be the best part. It's like sometimes you just get certain comments on Twitter. This is why I can't get rid of Twitter, aka
X or whatever the fuck.
That's why I can't get rid of it, because it's those types of comments that get you.
That's why I got beat up by Jordan.
The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a show for 80s babies who were 90s kids. If you were a No Limit soldier, then this is your show. If you believe that Cash Money is not an army but was a Navy, this is the show for you. If you and your friends ever tried to sing a song written by Escape, In Vogue, Shy, or Boyz II Men at a talent show during middle school, this is your show. The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a bunch of 80s babies talking about all the songs and things that we loved when we were kids and teenagers. So if you went to the skating rink and you were at a lock-in, this is the show for you. If you think that Tevin Campbell was the original Prince of R&B, this is the show for you. If you don't understand the conflict between Monica and Brandy, but you're kind of on Monica's side and understand why Brandy got punched, this is the show for you. Make sure that you tune in, subscribe, click the little subscribe link. We're here. We're going to talk about all things 90s music. This is the show for you.
Yeah.
He did get beat up by Jordan too. I mean, we didn't get beat up. He got punched. Beat up is a little bit harsher.
Yeah.
He got punched.
He got punched.
Yeah, he came out with the little ice on his jaw at the end of it all.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
So.
But Steve Kerr he's proven himself to be a good coach. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
because isn't like, okay, because I think isn't Katie like the captain of the team this time?
One of the captains, him and LeBron, I believe.
Him and LeBron are the captains. Okay, cool. Because that's what I was like.
But KD wasn't missing. So what are I'm supposed to take him out and he hot?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
I mean, he got it. I mean, it was like easy money, my nigga. Like,
he was hitting shots.
Listen, it was such a good game. Like, oh my gosh. I was like, really, it was hard for me to like get up. I was so tired. And I was like, let me just get a coffee and like get going. And that's what I did. And I'm glad that I did that.
Yeah,
second game tomorrow. Well, by the time this come out, it would be already over. But yeah, another game tomorrow. I think they play not Serbia. What's them African niggas? They play
South Sudan, who they almost lost to.
Yeah, they play them tomorrow.
That's gonna be a good game.
Be good. I'm gonna have it on at my office.
Oh man, I gotta get your aspect on this, Dom. So there's new technology to shorten the way change the way you do prison time. You go to jail. So here we go.
Serving 10 years of prison time in just 10 minutes. A scientist is working to make this happen. Let me explain. Cognify, developed by Hashim Al-Galahi, is a futuristic approach to criminal rehabilitation that combines AI with neuroscience. The technology involves implanting artificial memories directly into a prisoner's brain, making them experience their crimes from the victim's perspective. The rehabilitation session lasts for several minutes but feels like years to the criminal due to the altered perception of time within their mind. This intense experience aims to induce emotional states like remorse or regret, which some individuals may not produce on their own. Supporters of Cognify say it has the potential to revolutionize the criminal justice system by shifting the focus from punishment to rehabilitation, treating the people as patients instead of prisoners. They believe this method will lower the recidivism rate for prisoners and, quote, could enable them to reintegrate into society sooner and contribute to the workforce. While the potential benefits of Cognify are significant, the technology also raises several ethical ethical concerns, including issues of consent, the potential for misuse, and the long-term psychological impacts on the individual. Many social media users have already drawn parallels to Clockwork Orange or Black Mirror episode. What do you think about this method of prison reform? Let us know in the comments.
All right, Dom, what you think?
Definitely interesting for sure, because we know at least the U.S. Prison system does not focus on rehabilitation at all, which is how you have
No.
repeat offenders, blah blah blah, and a lot of other places. Other countries kind of do focus on rehabilitation. Like I saw a prison cell. We're gonna say it was a cell, and it was not. It was an apartment in like another country, and it really like they taught them different skills. It really they had met with like therapists and all these different things to really work to rehabilitate the prisoner so they could enter the world again once their sentence was over. So I think it is an interesting idea. But I know like the prison, the pipe, like if things are set up here intentionally for people to go to prison, like like the pipeline that's created, the high school to prison pipeline that we talk about. We talk about the actual structure of how schools are built, how they look, all those different things. And ultimately I think everything that we do at this point can be misused. It would be it just like, let's just like, whether it's AI, money, we look at what's happening, inflation, capitalism. Our capitalism is like the number one poser that be misusing that shit. You know what I mean? So y'all, people can say that, but really it's like people would really be trying to get in on this technology. Like that would be the next step. I think it would be interesting to see how the person brain, if this hasn't been fully tested, I'd be interested to see what that person is like after those 10 minutes. And then they would need to test it where they put somebody in a completely different environment, and they need to put somebody back in their regular environment to see how they can cope and move about.
It's a control group and then like the experimental group.
Yes, because a lot of times how you get people going back to prison is because a lot of people are going back to their original life and nothing has significantly changed.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else that maybe they moved to a different neighborhood or they moved to a new state where they kind of have to start over, blah, 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 blah. What is that like? I'm interested in seeing what happens.
Yeah, I was wondering what the prison system, because we be profiting off, these privatized prisons. Would they be pissed off about it? Like, he's serving 10 years or 10 minutes. I need him for them 10 years.
It would restructure a lot, and you would probably have a lot of people appealing. Now, my question is what is it like for a person that's serving a life sentence, like a serial killer? There's some people I just feel like probably cannot be rehabilitated.
Let's do this for non-violent crimes.
Yeah,
maybe.
Well, if they're saying from
like
the victim's perspective,
who's going to do 25 years, let's put you in this.
Yeah, if you're gonna, but see, that's the thing. It's like if it is something where it would only make sense for violent crimes. Because I mean, unless you're gonna put like Nino Brown in there because he's a drug dealer and he's gonna experience what it's like to go through a high and go down from being on crack and then the withdrawals.
Oh yeah, I mean that could be it too.
But it would have to be from an offender's, like you somebody who has done like a violent crime and testing it out to see.
See, I have two different horrible theories I want to share with you for prison reform. One is I think we should just get rid of the state of Montana and make that a prison state.
You've said that on here before.
Yeah, but I've refined it though. So basically, you'd have super high voltage, high thing gates stacked up around the whole state of Montana, or even put it down in Mexico too. If you want to, if for all y'all people that want to build the wall, let's start right there. We can just have them be the first part of the wall. Maybe we can take out part of New Mexico and make that part of the wall, and let them have free reign through there, but no technology. So we send them back to 1820. So they get livestock, they can make corn, they can do all kinds of, and they have houses, and it's man, female, whatever, and it's whatever out there. You got all this space. You got to make it back to that center, to the main center, to visit your family once a year. But now if you can create good crops and be a productive person, we give you more time because you actually are bringing things into into the system of like you're creating crops, you're livestock, you're raising these different things, and you're putting things back into society. If you can do that, we can figure out these different things, and you ain't got to worry about like being in jail. You maybe can get a wife, girlfriend, husband, whatever it may be, a lover, or maybe somebody does something to you bad, but you in jail in Montana prison. And my other ideas, and this one, I'm scared that this one probably will work. Prison football league. Like where different prisons play each other for real, for real. Think about how many dope athletes sitting in prison.
Ain't it like the concept of like the longest yard or something?
No, not against the guards. You got like the Pelican Bay versus Potosi, Missouri. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got them in a league, and you sending better food there if they winning, all that stuff. People will pay $75 a month pay-per-view. I guarantee you to watch prison football.
Daryl, what is the next topic?
Prison football, man.
Somebody, please.
I'm telling you, prison football will work. But there'd be rehabilitation for people. I think it would give people incentives to be in the world and do other different things instead of just being locked up in a jail cell is my whole point with both of these things.
I got it. I got you.
All right. Actually, that's all we got, Don.
Oh.
Okay. Where can people get you up?
D man, I'm so glad that this came together. I want you to know that. Like, we immediately, when you and Blake came on my show, we instantly had a chemistry. Like, and you had interviewed me solo.
Maybe that's a good to get Blake back on.
Yeah, we do. We had a chemistry like when you interviewed me before.
Mm-hmm.
But it was something really different that day. and it was like, we have to work together, like consistently. And you just cracked me up. You cracked me up.
Prison football, man. Look, I'm telling you, that shit's gonna happen before we die. It's gonna be on pay-per-view, man.
Well, listen, you got these ideas. Listen, we got so many business ideas. I feel like we just need to get to the money.
Well, I don't want the football one to happen necessarily because I think that can go bad. That can go bad.
Listen.
Look, think about it. It be cats sending things like, "Hey man, you know, stab up such and such at Pelican Bay. He'd have started running back." Like it'll get real bad.
It would get bad. That's why I was like, okay, you're not looking at the bigger picture. Immediately, I was thinking about more crime.
Yeah, but think about your team gets suspended if it's crime happening, but we sending stakes to Pelican Bay if y'all stay good on point.
All right, Daryl.
And look, don't let me open up the little gates for the women's prison to come over for a night if y'all win the Super Bowl.
All right, so you guys,
the Prison Bowl,
and share the
Prison Bowl 2026.
with your family, your friends, We are, counting all these numbers up. We really appreciate y'all coming in the comments, all of that stuff.
I get to get you a chick if you win Prison Bowl 2026.
To also hop on over to my page, St. Angeles on YouTube. Subscribe, share with your friends as well as on my IG. And yeah, that's all I got.
Well, you can get steaks.
Daryl. Peace, y'all.
Thank y'all. Peace.